just want to welcome you to a research session I recently had with my students. We're jumping in now at this point after the Q&A where we're just getting into Amazon product research, and we actually uncover a number of pretty good product opportunities. So enjoy. And if you want to join these research sessions live on the Zoom, just go to the link in the, in the bio, and have a look at the Academy program. That's where these students are. So yeah, folks, enjoy this session.
Yeah, so let's just segue down into a category and start just doing some research.
I'm
you guys
garden. I always think of garden.
You guys are probably quite aware with this part. We're probably not going to find that many opportunities in the right at the top of these ranks. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like these is going to be super competitive. But then we can start segueing down a little bit into some sub niches. So let's just you pick a sub niche there, Peter. Or
yeah, I've gone into gardening. How you
usually would.
And I'm going to go into so I hope my internet's all right. I'm on hotspot, so
no, it's good. It's fine for me anyway. I hope it's fine for everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. So Alex, now I'm in a subcategory. So it may not be a good one.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah. So generally at this point, we're just literally looking at open up opportunities, right? So some of these might not even be product ideas, like for us, viable product ideas for us to explore, but they could be, but they also give us jumping from those products. That makes sense. So if you open up a couple of these, Peter, greenhouses are quite an interesting product, like compact greenhouses, indoor plant lights. There's all sorts in here. I think there's a little bit of lag on the internet, but it's all right. It's no bother.
Yeah. The more of these I open, the worse it'll get.
Yeah, open to just go about how you would usually do it. Yeah. So I mean, when you're opening up these, what are you actually specific? What's going through your head? Like, are you just opening up random products? Is there something about these products that's edging you towards opening them?
Okay, so on this here right now, I'm just opening up products that kind of look interesting. So this one here doesn't have a great image. I know we looked at this before, but I still think there's opportunity around here. So this is the
before you jump ahead and get ahead of yourself, what does interesting mean to you? I mean, does interesting mean like a poor product image?
Well, that's a poor product image. I think that could be done better.
If we look at this page to start with, look at all the other images. That's probably the worst image on this page, right? I would probably say. I mean, there's a couple that don't look too professional, but those are the ones that jump out and be like, right, let's open those up. There might be opportunity there because these have got a really good BSR in a big category, yet they've got crappy looking photos on the surface. So we should open those up.
Yeah, and they're great BSRs, really, to be honest.
Price is amazing.
Yeah. So that one, again, image, that one there, image, and also it is, I don't know where my address is set. I think I just check as the Republic of Ireland, but either way, it's obviously FBM. That could be a handy thing as well, looking at it, because the fact is that if it's not giving me the sold by Amazon, I can see that's FBM. So I can think, well, I can do it FBA. Again, that one there as well, the image. And like, that's another poor image. Like, I think, open that.
Yeah.
I opened this because it's just, I'm not suggesting selling paraffin oil, because that could be like a fuel, but it is a fuel. So that could be, Amazon might want you selling that. But what I'm thinking is that there might be items related to that we could sell.
Yeah.
There's a potting tray. That's something I'm just going to open to. That's a nice image, but I want to see what the listing is like. These products here, they're low cost. But I think they must be FBM. I don't think I opened them. I opened this because, again, it's the image and might be something we could do a nice one FBA. What else did I open? This was a poor image. This is interesting here, actually. I'm going to open this. I think there's a bit of opportunity in this market, right? Because you have to think about it too. You have to think about it too, right? The people that are doing all these plant and gardening stuff, a lot of them are probably like garden centers. and they probably wouldn't be renowned for their online attention to detail.
I almost think as well that, like, if you have, let's say, for instance, a garden center or a big retail store, and they somehow decide to go onto Amazon or the internet, I don't feel sometimes they see the full potential of it. Like, they still see their in store as the biggest revenue generator. So therefore, like you said, Peter, they just whack any old images up of the product, and yeah, for sure it'll sell. But that
Especially if there's not a lot of competition.
Yeah. And they most probably aren't using FBA. I wouldn't have thought a garden center would be using FBA in most cases. They'd be using FBM and fulfilling from their own place, more than likely. Some people may use Amazon's fulfillment service, but for the most part, just going off like the general, like what I see as businesses doing, I don't think that people are taking Amazon seriously. They put products on there to be, oh, I've got a presence on Amazon, but they could really optimize things. Like, look at this; these images here are very interesting. Like, these to me look like supplier images.
I think so, and even that, it gives me an idea, right? We want at least 30 GSM or higher instead of the weaker ones. You know what I'm saying? So we can make ours thicker. Yes, it's low price, but it's a light item. Do you see these bullets here, like this length? Like, that's far too much information. Like, we need to make that more concise. Alex is right.
I've changed my tone of bullet points there, you know. So I used to write my bullet points like this, but
copyright
again. Well, yes, but I've also, if you actually look at your own buying behavior on Amazon, and like, what are the things that trigger me to buy things? If I go onto a product page and the images are good, the reviews, it's got some solid reviews. All I want to do with these bullet points is skim read them, and I want to get the short and sweet of the product, not like I don't have time to read about how large size and thicker this garden fleece is, or how, you know, like that could have been, that whole paragraph could be said in a sentence, and I could just
I never read
that.
those at all.
I don't think anyone's
never read those at all.
Exactly, and some, you know, that it might not be the case, but that could overwhelm someone to be like, I don't want this product.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but that's just a buying psychology of people.
So to me, I'm just looking at these images here. Yeah, I think they're supplier, to be honest with you.
They look like it. They look very supplier made.
Yeah, I think they're.
They give some detail, but they look literally like our creative team could do a way better job than that. I mean, even just go look at the image there. There's a picture. Go and look at that top image. There's a picture there, top right hand corner of that image. There's a picture of, like, to download the image. You see that? The white little circle. Yeah. Is that on Amazon? Is that on the image?
No, that's my computer. That's my computer.
Oh, right. I thought I was on the actual image. It's like, why is that there?
But that wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't either. That's what I mean.
Let's just scroll down here and let's have a look at the BSR, right? So this has been selling since December, and it's been basically selling consistently very well. Not as well in February, but then back selling quite well again since. So to me at the moment, it's consistent, right? But now this is a frost protection. So coming into summer, that will probably die out a bit. But I do like it. Like, I do like it, but we need to take this. So I'm talking now, Alex. Just take this. What's this? Fleece. Let's just see what the rest of the market looks like. So again, looking at all these, right? I don't think there's any like brand that's jumping out at me like, wow, this is nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, there's pictures of Christmas trees in there.
It's to protect your Christmas tree. It's a fleece to go around it. That's like a Christmas tree storage bag.
Right.
But there's another one there. 100. Yeah. This we actually seen this down below. It's $10.99. So it's low cost, but these are very low cost items.
Yeah.
So that there is room here for someone that would brand a bit better. Like, it's interesting. It's not the biggest market, but it's definitely, there's stuff going on. Like, let me see, what's this? Look at this now.
I mean, if you zoom out a little bit and just look, when we got some questions earlier, I can't remember who asked it, and they were asking about like, falling on niche products and not looking and not seeing opportunities in like broader markets. Just go back to the market there, Peter. Come off the product page.
Yeah, that's just an interesting one there as well.
Right. So if you look at this page here a sec, right? I would probably argue it's not a small market. Like, I mean, look at when the BSRs load up, just look at the BSRs on a lot of the products. If it loads up.
I don't know what it is.
Anyway, the BSRs, look, there aren't many BSRs in this. I mean, there's a range of BSRs, but I would probably say there's more lower BSRs in the thousands than there are in the tens of thousands, which tells us that there's a big demand in this category. So some people would shy away from this and think, well, you know, there's too much going on. But then you have to kind of do this mathematical equation in your head. And again, this just comes from experience. Like, you weigh up the demand versus the number of sellers in the market. And that kind of gives you a rough idea of like, okay, can I compete in this market? Can I fit in and take a slice of the sales of this market? Because again, I don't think we should ever aim to be the market leader in a category. That can happen. Like with one of our products at the minute is heading that way at the minute, right? It's from the fitness products we've got, right, Peter?
I suppose the kitchen microwave bracket.
Yeah, but they didn't start out as market leaders or anything, but they've slowly grown to the point where they're becoming market leaders. And in a market like this, I wouldn't be looking to ask. I wouldn't be asking myself the question like, how can I be the best seller in this market? How can I sell the most items? If there's literally hundreds of sales happening here every single day, it looks like, and we're only looking to take a really, really small slice of them sales.
The reality is with this, Alex, sorry, with this, I really feel if we came in with the nice branding and a good selection of items, all FBA, I have no doubt that I would get sales. Like, I would sell my product. I have no doubt I would sell out.
Yeah, and I almost feel that's a stumbling block for some people. Like we understand that you guys are in this community, you're learning from us and stuff, and you may have already pulled the trigger on some products. But that's like the first hurdle. A lot of the first hurdles of this business model is like, okay, so if I've done all this research, Peter and Alex have given it the green light. Like, I trust those guys. They already sell products on Amazon. You're still investing in like the chances of that product working are very, very, very high. Like almost like, I don't want to guarantee it, but they're pretty much borderline guaranteed to sell. And you can sell your stock out if you do all the numbers right. Worst case scenario, you sell out at break even. That's the absolute worst case scenario, which does not happen very often. But people struggle with that whole pulling the trigger on a product, thinking, well, if I give this money to a supplier now, what happens if it doesn't work? It's gone. It's this, that. And that's generally why people struggle with the product research, I find. Like, they have so many ideas, but yet they struggle to validate themselves, I guess is the right way to say it.
And everything always sells eventually. Like, I think only once in my life I had to tell Amazon to dispose of product.
But the cat playpens, and that was like
they sold out too, even the way they were.
Yeah, they sold out, even though like it was an absolute nightmare of a product, but it wasn't exactly our fault in terms of the product selection. It was the supplier that forgot to put that other zip on. Had that not happened, those products would have probably still been selling.
100%.
Unfortunately, but you live and learn. But yeah, like, every product will sell if you do the research right. Like, there's no doubt about that. So if any of you guys are struggling with that, then I hope that helps you overcome any kind of limiting beliefs around investing in a product.
But there's no there 100
especially in like what would like a crowded market on the surface.
Like, so they sell really well in September, October. Like, probably the time to start thinking about buying them, but they don't sell as well in the summer. But saying that, well, it actually was out of stock there. Saying that, like, there's still sales. There's still plenty of sales, actually. Look at this here.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's also understandable as well.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, if you're looking at things to protect your plants from frost, generally that's going to be a winter product. Which, again, we've got nothing against selling seasonal products. it just takes a little bit more preparation in terms of ordering and reordering. That's all you've got to take into account to make sure you're in stock when there's actually sales happening and people want them. But that's why we're always trying to go with products that sell all year round.
So what's this? This is an auto. This is a terrible listing.
Auto. That could be painted. That could be painted now. Like, look at the name of it.
It could. But I'm looking here. I scroll down. Here's another one similar. That's an FBM offering, 400 plus spot. I don't think that's patented. That's definitely a nicer. That's definitely a nicer listing.
But and it's FBM.
Yeah, but if we go back to this one is FBA. This has got 300. So between them, 4, 5, 6, 700 a month has been sold.
Not bad.
No, not bad. So what would be a nice item you'd want with that?
The greenhouse to go alongside it.
You buy this and get your greenhouse free. Sun powered. Is the sun powered? No electricity required.
I mean, anything to do with gardening, anything to do with gardening. I mean, you could put your thinking caps on here and have a think about like what people get up to. I mean, the most obvious choice or the easiest thing to jump to would be gardening gloves, but I think that's a little bit too broad. You could offer something that you could, if you give it a little bit more thought, you could probably offer something way more like relatable to something that opens windows. I think anyway, where people think they look at your offering and think, oh, that's a good idea having a window opener with this product or with that or with this bonus or whatever it would be. And again, you may even want to have a look at the reviews and that and have a look what other customers have said about it, because you could probably find something really cool on this.
If you're getting the bonus product, try to get the product from the supplier or the
very well connected. So if you show them like, look, I'm looking at selling your window opener with this item, can you help source it?
Okay.
There's a high chance they'll probably know where to get it from.
Right. Yeah.
And they'll either liaise on your behalf or they'll show you where you can get it. I've done that a few times.
Okay. Yeah.
For most of the time, you can probably get a bonus item to make your product offering more unique in the marketplace from the one supplier, which is
exactly. Cool.
Okay, guys. I have gone and found another amazing product. Right, my address is set to Enniskillen, right? So that's why a lot of these aren't shown as buying, because they'll only post to GB, so like mainland UK. But if you look here, like this one here is an FBM Prime offering, 50 plus bot. This one here, 900 plus bot, 27.99. What's this one? 34.99. I honestly feel a Prime offering for that, a twin pack would actually sell quite well here. These are like greenhouse, and there's another one, 50 plus bot, but it's FBM.
And all these as well probably would be collapsible in a small box as well. Like they'd be like an IKEA style box.
That's something I'm definitely going to explore. Now, saying that, that's not an item I'd be looking to buy right this second, and I'll tell you why. It's seasonal, I'd say. I'd say you'll have your shelves done now, so it might only be a certain time of the year, but let me just have a look. No, saying that there's still sales all year round.
Just do me a favor, Peter. Just get rid of all that sub niche stuff on here so people can see what you're looking at. Right. So usually when we look at Keeper, I like to look at the biggest category these products are in. So this is home and kitchen in our case. It just gives us a broader sense of where the product fits into things. So can we go? So this product's been selling for 2,592 days. That's a long time. Let's zoom into 1 year and have a look at that. Right. Let's now look at this and see where there is a little bit of seasonality to it, right? So like between the months of like, I'd probably say end of September to mid-February, the product isn't selling as much, but that's kind of understandable. I think people are using these for potting plants and all sorts. But you can see there in the summer, or like as soon as spring comes around, bang. I mean, there's probably a market also this. There's probably some similar market for this in the US, so I would have thought.
Yeah, it's around October, November.
Which may be less seasonal.
Australia.
Maybe. Also Australia,
yeah. If you look here, right, really the months it doesn't sell is November, December, January. That's when it's not selling a lot. So that's when you need your least stock. But the rest of the year it could sell very well. Like what happened to this supplier, they ran out of stock for almost 2 months during their busiest time of the year. So that's definitely something interesting. 900 plus bought, like that's a lot of stock. But that shows me to believe, like if we come in with an FBA offering, yeah, we mightn't sell 900, but we might sell 100 or 150, 200. Do you know what I mean? I'd be happy. And we can build our listing, get our run rates, and then actually start, you know, keeping it in stock.
Yeah.
So I'm in a hotel, folks, turn off the radiators, roasting. So that's an interesting one as well, and simple. There's nothing fancy to it, like just a rack.
Yep.
Like what are we at now? We're in March, April, May, June. Like, you know, potentially you could order this for this year. But saying that it's starting to run out. See, look at the BSR starting to increase. Like June, July, it's not as popular. I still think it would sell.
I probably would keep it on the sidelines.
Yeah.
As an idea, like if you looked into the, I mean, if you got a sample now, or like later in the year, and then looked at getting this into stock for like January, this time next year, you'd be onto a winner. As long as you avoided like Chinese New Year in terms of like manufacturing, you'd be onto a winner.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so that's one. I'll make a note of it anyway, just to have it. I always save these and just, you know.
Yeah. Always.
Let's see. So that's that. Oh, and that.
Honestly, you guys don't believe it. Like we have so many product ideas. It just gets silly now. This is why I want you guys to go and do the research and find more details on them for yourselves. So many of them.
That's one I'm going to explore as well.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Organized
What is this?
In this video, we want.
Hello, Alex.
Just clicked on a random tab.
Okay, that's interesting. So let's just move on now. So we're not looking at this item to sell it, right? Because I just don't think Amazon will want us to sell that item in Amazon, right? But one thing I will look at is just
all the things that come along with paraffin or people use with paraffin.
Yeah.
So can you see where like the thought process comes from there, where the inception of a product might have come from? So like the top 100, you thought definitely not going to go near that product. But what we've done here is thought, well, what do people use paraffin with? What are the accessories that people use paraffin with? And then that starts a very interesting category.
So I'm researching here.
Sorry, keep going.
That paraffin that wick might be interesting.
Yeah, the wicks and all. Like the soft stuff to go with paraffin, very interesting to explore. And there's probably so many opportunities within that market. How much stuff on Amazon? Like it's ridiculous.
Hello, folks.
Yeah, for me. Oh, he's back now. Sorry, your internet just dropped.
Yeah.
It's all good. No worries.
So I'm just looking up some here. Paraffin. So there's an item there I really liked. This item here. So what is it? It's a paraffin burner.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I just can't find it on my search. That's interesting stuff.
I'll share your screen here.
Oh, sorry, my screen gone, is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Awesome.
So this item here is the one I'm looking for. If I go back, where is it now? I can find it. This one here, I like that. It's an FBM, but I don't know what it is. It's a wee paraffin heater, is it? It's dangerous. We don't want it's dangerous anyway. Yeah, the reviews aren't great. So maybe a better quality version of that could work well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
It
into.
doesn't look very. It looks a bit tacky. And
Yeah,
that to me that just looks tacky and cheap. On even that picture, that shouts tacky and cheapness. Interesting though.
and this is interesting as well.
I mean, here, look, we can segue from this into like fondue sets. Man, there's so many. It literally blows my mind. This stuff.
So this is fondue gel, isn't it?
I don't know what fondue gel is. Oh, is it cooking fuel? Like, is it actual fuel for a fondue pot? Maybe or something.
Well, that's what I think it is, Alex. But it's shocking. I wonder if we get someone to make this.
I feel like looking at some of these, we're like in the bottom of the barrel on Amazon. You know, like like we're scraping these images, these listings up. Can you chat again?
Pardon?
Can you
Hello?
keep a chat a sec.
Oh, sorry.
Just go to the year. Oh wow, look at that. So we're getting sales. Look at that. Look at that in the peak in January when it's like colder months.
And Christmas.
Christ alive. 153 in home kitchen.
That's something as well. I'm 100% going to get a fondue supplier. Alex, the chief fondue suppliers.
I hope you guys can literally see how weak the competition is on Amazon, right? If a product like listing like this can sell probably hundreds of units, I'd say a day over Christmas, and then consistently sell throughout the year. Like you really don't need to do much for something to work on Amazon. Like for products to actually sell and work.
And the best, and there's unlimited, Alex. There's unlimited opportunities, really. Like
literally unlimited.
Like we didn't try that hard today. We're now? We're at 5 to 11, and we found I don't know how many nice products.
4 or 5 decent products that we've come across. The shelving, this,
the cloths maybe. The cloths maybe they could do a bit of a pack. You could do something with that. They'd all sell.
100%.
Folks, we're going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Please just go out there and do research. That's how you learn. That's how you get good at this. Like I did say on a call there, like there was a time in like July where I was like, I just went through like a lull of 2 weeks where I didn't find anything, but then that stopped. And now it's like literally like just every single time I do research, I just find amazing.
I think as
products.
well. I think as well, like the more you guys hang out and watch these sorts of videos, I hope you are kind of like absorbing and adopting our mindsets, our way of thinking around finding products, and seeing where maybe you can apply that thought process to what you're doing with research. Because like, even just with that, the whole idea of like how we found this product, like if you look at the inception of where that product came from, it came from the paraffin. And we didn't even intend on selling paraffin, but we were like, right, what goes with that? What people buy with that? Or what are the accessories to that? And you open up yourself to like hordes of ideas instead of just looking at face value. Oh, this is the product right in front of me. Can I sell this? Yes or no? Can I sell this? Yes or no? Like, yeah, this is the power of it. And this is why we've never used, I mean, Peter, we've never used a tool for research, have we? Other than Keeper. Like, we've never used these product research tools that everyone tells you to use.
No. And the only time I'd use them, and it's really it's an aside, is if you want to look at search volume or merchant words, you can use that. But I don't use them to find the product.
No, like I'm quite skeptical of tools like that, mainly because of the amount of other people are exposed to those same products, and it just becomes like a race to the bottom, and it really just is not a place you want to hang out. Whereas I'd rather just use my own intuition, my own logic, think about something through like logically as a buyer would, and then make my decision. And every time we have literally won with products like this, we haven't lost at all, other than the cat playpen.
But I still think that really, Alex, if we went back and said, look, fix this, we would have won on that. If we really wanted. And we could have said, we could have kept drop shipping it.
I mean, yeah, we didn't exactly lose, did we? I mean, it was a big learning lesson for us, that. So we didn't lose.
But like as I said, the reality is if we got that problem rectified and then we went and kept selling it under like the Google shopping ads along with Amazon, that product would have made plenty of money. Just to remind you guys, the reason that where that product came out of, I was doing Google shopping ads to a one-page Shopify store, drop shipping that product from Amazon. I was like, well, hold on, why don't I just buy the product, put it into Amazon, and then I'll make more money? Because I was giving someone else like $30 or $40 of margin that was eaten into my Google shopping ad profit. But it just, at last, there was a problem with the product. But if we got the product fixed, that would have kept selling. And probably could go back and get it done. It's just that I think we've been burned with cat playpen. So
yeah, we have.
Well, look, folks, we'll let you go and we'll chat to you later, all right?
Great call, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thanks.
Bye. Bye.